Hi guys, thumbs up, like the videos. Well, girlfriend's gone to her mother's. I've just come back from town, from a cafe. I had something to eat. Then I headed back with some eggs. Maybe I'll go to the girlfriend's mother's, I don't know. Anyway, Don Salvador. So, on his way back from Don Salvador, guys, we come over the mountains. Wow, absolutely beautiful, as you've seen in the previous videos. Like I said, guys, those hills are like that, then they twist and then they go back up and they go around. They're really steep. And as you know, if you ride bikes, you'll use that chain. You'll use your gears to slow your bike down. So that the chain's under a bit of stress. So yeah, you'll use your brakes as well. So anyway, coming back over, we come all the way over the mountains, round and around. We got over the mountains, and I couldn't really believe it. I'm riding down the road with you've got your throttle open, and it's just revving, and I get it a little bit more, nothing, and then I get it a lot more, and I thought nothing, chains come off. So, but we got over the mountains. We went over the mountains. Then we come back over the mountains. That's what I can't believe. That's what I can't believe. We got back over the God or someone must have helped us over them mountains. They must have. So we got back over the mountains on that Kawasaki. More than what it's worth. It were a pain actually. So we got the bike over the mountain, and I'm freewheeling down the road, and there's two guys there, and they're looking, and I went, yeah, and I pulled over, got the chain off, freewheeled it to a motorbike shop, went to the bike shop, asked the lady, is anyone to fix the bike, the chain's come off. Yeah, she says, be about 15 minutes. Well, the guy was busy, so the guy didn't make it there. So I says, is there another bike shop? I had a cup of coffee. She says, yes, not too far away. Well, not too far away in the Philippines. It can be strange sometimes, because not too far away sometimes, when somebody says not too far away, it's not too far away. But this time it were a long, long way away. Just down the road, follow the road, there's another bike shop down there. So we set off, freewheeled it down the little bit of a slope, and then when it came to a stop, got off the bike and I started to push. Then a guy on a Rossi pulled up. You've probably heard this little bit, but a guy on the Rossi pulled up, and he tried to push us, so he tried to push us with his foot. But there were me and the girlfriend on the back, and I wasn't letting the girlfriend get on the back of the guy, because she could have just zoom. So too dangerous, but nice guy, thumbs up for the help. So I pushed the bike about 2-3 kilometres, wet through, raining. My girlfriend carried on walking, and the guy in the roost is there waiting, and he waves, and I shouted the girlfriend. She came back. We went down a side road on the right hand side coming from Don Salvador. It was on the right hand side going to Murcia. So we pulled down there 100 yards, and then we pulled into a bike guy, and my girlfriend chatting to the bike guy, and he basically said a Kawasaki, well overpriced, which I knew that. I weren't going to buy the bike anyway, but we put some new parts on it. So he managed to fix it. He rummaged about around the bikes, and I think he got a split link. He must have got a split link. I don't know, because I didn't check. And he must have put a link on it, fixed it on, oiled the chain a little. 100 pesos, thank God. How lucky were we? Very, very lucky to get a split link. Very lucky to find that place, thanks to the guy on the Rossi. Thanks to the girl in the bike shop. Nice cup of coffee. 15 pesos, I think. So not too bad. Anyway, so he says, go very, very slow. Don't buy a Kawasaki, buy an Honda. Well, we know about Hondas, guys. They've got the pedigree. They've spent millions, millions, millions. They've actually spent billions on motorbikes. So they're advanced. Hondas are advanced. Maybe a little bit too advanced, because there's things on them Hondas now I don't like. Fuel injection for a start. But if they're reliable, okay. So we set off doing about 10 mile an hour, 5 mile an hour, all the way back to Mercia, got back to Mercia town, and we headed straight back. We took the bike straight back to the lady. She wasn't in. We explained to the guy what was there, and he says, yes miss. He says it was really dangerous going to El Salvador over the mountains because the bike wasn't really safe. Needed new chain and sprockets, guys. So that were really, it were really crazy really, because I knew it needed new chain and sprockets. So I thought, well, I were itching to go out, so we went out, we went over into the resorts, a few cafes into Don Salvador, but we got back over that mountain. God knows, we got over the mountains, and then we come down a slope, and I get it a little bit, nothing there, just revving. Thought chain snapped. Why didn't it snap in the mountains? And it were raining. Why didn't it snap in the mountains? God knows. So it didn't snap in the mountains. That bike, well, somebody got us over them mountains. That's my beliefs. So whoever it was, wow. How lucky were we, throwing it down with rain as well. So we took the bike straight back, come out of the lake. She wasn't there, chatted to her son. The bike's not safe, blah, blah, blah. So we thanked him, left the bike, told him all the parts it had had, and then we left the bike. Now, I actually have been to look at some bikes. I saw my girlfriend's sister, chatted to her husband. He saw a friend of mine's got an Honda XR 125. No, sorry, they're not 125s. The 150s here in the Philippines, guys. So I went to look at this Honda. As soon as I walked in the gate, saw this 150, I thought, no chance. What a scrapper. What a pile of rubbish. Everything on that bike, there were holes in the seat, clutch, I couldn't even pull clutch in, it was that bad. There were everything wrong with it. Needed new chain and sprockets, front end, needed same again. All the front end had gone, oil seals, needed oil seals, monoshock. Phew, it had had it. The bike had had it. It was actually no good. I said, no thanks for showing us the bikes, and we were off. Been to a few bike shops, so now it's definitely buy a new one. But I will actually, thanks for the comments, I'll do a blog about second-hand bikes here in the Philippines. And my advice is, do not buy a second-hand bike here in the Philippines. You've got a good friend, I'm selling a bike, you go and buy the bike. You just buy, if you're buying a bike, it's second-hand, 4 or 5 year old, you're just buying a load of trouble. You should know that. Actually, I did know that. But I still borrowed it anyway, because it was nice to get out and about. But big mistake. But thanks to the lady for lending us the bike. Anyway, if you need a bike, go and buy a new bike here in the Philippines. Now, if you've got a friend that's trying to rent you a bike, and it's a couple hundred pesos a day, just don't bother. Go and buy a bike. That's crazy money. Go and buy a bike. So that's what we're going to do now. We're going to go into Bacolod and we're going to buy a motorbike sooner or later. Got some other things to do first. So that's the update. Got over the mountain. The chain snapped as we got over the mountain. Freewheeled into a bike shop. Guy wasn't there. Carried on. Pushed the bike 3 or 4 miles actually. Managed to push it into another bike shop. Thank God for little bike shops. In the Philippines, guys, there's little bike shops on the sides of the roads. In every little barangay. Thank God. Wow. Thank God for all the bike shops here in the Philippines. And they can fix your bike. It's not England, they just can't do it, can they? So it's absolutely great here for bikes. So we got the bike back. So I've been thinking, it's got to be an Honda or a Yamaha. It's got to be a Honda or an XT, XTZ. I'll tell you about Honda, the XR is 80. It's hard to find out about the bikes because it's all in Philippines. But it's hard to find out about the bikes here in the Philippines. But as I've gathered, the XR 150, it's 80% road, it's fuel injection. I don't like fuel injection, too much to go wrong with the bike. Yeah, it's nice when it's running. So the Honda XR 150 is a fairly little quick bike for a 150. XTZ 125, I think the XTZ 125 here in the Philippines is 80%. It's 80% off-road, 20% on the road. Please make a comment, guys. I haven't rode 125s, 150s for 15 years. Make a comment. I like to go off-road, but I'm not going to be using the bike for off-road. But I'm in the province, so I want to go in the province. And I actually would like 80% off-road, 20% on-road. But that means I still need the highway, so I still need the power for the highway. I'm not racing the bike, but I still need that bike to be quickish for a 125. It's pulling 2 people, so it's got to be good. So I need it quickish on the road, fast on the road. Not fast, but not bad on the road. It's got to pull up them big hills. So I don't know about the XR. Maybe the CRF 150 is going to be a lot better bike. So I'll be looking at the CRF 125. If anyone's got any trouble with the CRF 150, please make a comment. If you've had any trouble with the XR, the new bikes, please make a comment. Are they good on road? Are they good off road? Please make a comment, then I know. So I think my mind's made up. It's going to be an Honda. I would actually like a 250 300. That's what I really need. But now you're talking big money. Something like a 250 Soro, Yamaha 250 Soro, CRF 250 300, KLX 220, I think they are here, guys, 220 400. So something like that, but they're really expensive. So I'm not going to go. I'm just going to go for a 150, brand new 150. So that's about it, guys. So yeah, thumbs up, like the videos, please make a comment. That Kawasaki's been nothing but trouble. I know it has. Thanks for the comments. Thanks for the 2 comments. Yeah, I always think about the comments, so it's great for you to make the comments, guys. But yeah, you're right. I need to buy a new one, not a second-hand one. So that's it with the second-hand bikes. Maybe I will make a blog, second-hand bikes. And the blog will start with, don't buy a second-hand bike because you're just going to buy a load of trouble. You're going to meet some nice people here in the Philippines. Some will be friends, some are not your friends. And some of them are going to try and sell you a bike. And you'll go and look at the bike and you think, wow, I can buy a brand new one. I can, you know, they're like half price for bikes where are absolutely no good. What needs scrapping, they're no good whatsoever. They just break down all the time. They're wanting 42,000 above. Some of them want above, so you're better. I've been offered about 5 bikes, all scrap. Every one of the bikes scrap. So it's got to be a new one, but that's going to be a week or 2. Can't really go without a bike now. I need a bike. It's going to be a week or 2, and then we'll get a bike. So I'll do a blog about bikes. And what it is in the Philippines here, everyone does a blog about a motorbike, and it's got a 42mm carburetor, it's got a 42-inch wheel, it's got a 52-inch wheel, it's got a they're missing all the important factors out. You know, what that bike can do, how fast is it, how much power has it got, what's the torque, what's it like with 2 on. Yeah, we know with 1 on it's really good. Most of the bikes are good with 1 on. What's it like with 2 on? You know, we need to be knowing all the important things. Not like Yeah, it's got a new carb, it's got a new back wheel, it's got a new design. We don't need to know that. We need to know what that bike can do, how powerful it is, what's the power of the bike, whether it's 10 brake horsepower, 12 brake horsepower. Can we put a bigger carburetor on it? Can we make the bike faster? Can we give it more torque? Can we gear it up? Can we gear it down? We need to talk proper bikes. And they don't do that here in the Philippines. They don't talk it. So that's what we need to know. You and your girlfriend, you need some power to get over into Don Salvador. Please make a comment, guys. Am I better with a scooter? Is there a new bike out there? I was actually looking at a XRM. The reason I was looking at an XRM Honda is because it's got a little bit of off-road ability. But I think it's a 125, and I just don't think it's going to be cut out for two riders, boyfriend, girlfriend. But here in the Philippines, you get boyfriend, girlfriend, and 4 kids and the papa on the back. So make a comment, guys. We know Hondas are good, Yamahas, Kawasaki's, they're all good. Japanese bikes are good, but Hondas are really good. Kawasaki's are really good if there's something like a KLX. So make a comment. That's what sort of bike I prefer, to be honest, guys. KLX, CRF, that type of bike. I think, yeah, I'm not really into a scooter or a road bike. I've had the road bikes, I've had the big 1000cc's. It's the Philippines. I don't want an R11,000 or an 1100. It's the Philippines. I want a 125, a 150, up to a 300. That's it. But I would like trail bike, XR, KLX, XT, XTZ, that type of bike. But you never know, I might go for a road bike. But like I said, I'm not really into the big bikes anymore because we're here in the Philippines. Make a comment, thumbs up, thanks for the great comments. But that's it, guys. Somebody up there must like us because we got over that mountain snap. Why didn't it snap in the mountains? I'm coming down big twisty roads and I'm using them gears. I'm using them gears to slow that bike down, and a little bit of brake. And I mean a little bit of brake. Oh, hubs. I'm not keen on hubs. Front disc, back hub, maybe, but I would prefer front and back disc. Get with the time, so I like that stopping power. So, make a comment. Take care, God bless, guys. Please make a comment. Please like, please subscribe. Right, I'm going to head off down into Mercy to the girlfriends. So that's it. I've got to hold this because I haven't bought my gimbal yet. So that's it, guys. Thanks for the great comments. Take care. Subscribe. Share the videos.